Hello students, welcome to my online lecture session of subject.NET Programming. Today's topic is IDE for VB.NET. It is a part of Unit 1 which is Introduction to Microsoft.NET Framework and Basics of VB.NET. Objectives. Objectives of this video lecture is what is IDE and various command tools and windows of Visual Studio IDE. Now start our session with Visual Basic.NET IDE. IDE provided by Microsoft Visual Studio that is common to all languages. The full form of IDE is Integrated Development Environment. It is also known as Integrated Design Environment. IDE is common to all .NET supported languages. IDE provides an environment in which developer can design code, debug, and execute various types of applications. Now, some of the common tools and windows of Visual Studio IDE are menu bar, toolbar, graphical designer window, code designer window, object browser, toolbox, solution explorer, property window, server explorer, output window, and error list window. Now let's open the Windows application. My application, here I create the application with the name login. So first in IDE, my first is title bar, which display the name of the application. Here the application name is login. After the title bar, menu bar is display. Menu bar consists of various menu items such as file, edit, view, project, build, debug, etc. Each and every menu item contains sub-menus like this. Suppose file menu contains new, open, add, close, exit. Edit contains undo, redo, cut, copy, paste. View contains various .NET related windows. Then project contains various, using project we can add Windows form, user control, modules, class, etc. Using build menu, we can build our solution. Debug is used for start our debugging, start or stop, etc. After the menu bar, next contains toolbar, which contains shortcut command for quickly access in the form of small icon. For example, here first is the symbol icon is for new project, using which we can create our project. Then second is add new item, open, save, start debugging. After the toolbar, our next IDE component is graphical designer window. Here one window form is open. A graphical designer window, it is an area that has graphical user interface such as Windows form. In a graphical designer window, user can design a form using various controls. Now next our component is toolbox. Toolbox contains all the controls that can be used to build our graphical user interface for our application. All the controls are organized in various tabs, like all Windows form contains all the controls which is supported by .NET. Then common controls which is frequently used, containers, various containers, menus related controls, data related controls, dialog related controls, etc. User can design a form using these controls. For example, here I put a label which is used to display a text, put a to label, then text box, put a text box, then second text box, then one button. Here I put some controls which is required to build a login form. Now, next IDE component is properties. Property window contains all properties of currently selected control. For example, now form is selected, my window form is selected. So property window contains all the properties related to form control. The user can change the properties as per requirement. For example, now I select the label 1. So here property window display all the properties for label control. Now in a text property, I change the label 1 and write user name. In second label control is selected, then change text property and write password. So such that user can change the properties using the properties window. Now, next button, text property change and write login. Now, next IDE component is Solution Explorer, which is a right side, generally in a right side of user. Solution Explorer contains various forms which is used in our current application. And suppose a Solution Explorer is not displayed in my IDE, then Solution Explorer, Properties window, etc. are come from the View menu. Open the View menu and click on Solution Explorer, then Solution Explorer is displayed. Now, in my current project login, 2 forms is there. So, Solution Explorer display all the items contain my current solution. Using Solution Explorer, we can also add our Windows form, modules, class, etc. Suppose I create a new Windows form, then select Windows form, change the name and then add. Now, next IDE component is Code Designer window. Code Designer window is open by clicking the any control. For example, here I click on form, then Code Designer window is open and cursor is at forms load event. Then next, suppose I click on login button, then my cursor is on button 1 underscore click underscore 2. Now, user in a Code Designer window, it allows user to write and edit code for the various controls of the Windows form. Now next IDE component is Server Explorer. Server Explorer allows user to connect with database files or establish connection with database server. Using Server Explorer, user can create, edit database, tables, views, procedures and functions. Now after creating the application, user can run the project using the F5 button or start debugging. Now my output window is display Output window display compilation result printed by the applications. Now close the application and write some code in code designer window. For example, I write team A as integer. Okay, now error list window. Here I declare one variable A and it is in green symbol. Then in error list window, one warning is generated and which displays unused local variable. Such error list window shows errors and warnings in my current project. For example, I write some text which is wrong. So here it display error. This is not declared, and it also displays or display file name, line number, column number, and current project name. Now switch over to PPT. I hope you enjoy this video lecture. Thank you.